Hi everybody, welcome to morning coffee break. The power was off. It went off when I was filming my devotions this morning, and it was off for about, I don't know, over an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. No, I don't think 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. So that kind of put me a little behind on morning coffee break. So if you see it uploading late, that's why. Today's Monday, February 22nd. Currently it's 45 degrees. High today's 51. Rain chances is 100% today. 86% humidities. And it's windy. I don't know if that had anything to do. It was more windy than, it says 14 miles per hour, but earlier today it was seemed to be windier than that. So I don't know if that had anything to do with the power or not, but air quality is 41. That's in the good range. And let's see if I need my glasses. I'll use these. Just did an Ask My Tablet, and that was really fun. I need 15 more questions to do the next one, so get those questions to me in the comments. If you like watching Ask My Tablet, yeah, participate and send us some questions, and we'll get another one back on real quick. Okay. Okay, the next guest host on Kitty's Corner, and that's getting popular again, is Oscar. Oscar will be the next guest host. And I'm going to work on that today if nothing else, happens. I need to start some work. I haven't done anything. Well, I actually, made a card recently, but it was, I just took a picture of it and stuff because I was helping Logan make it and stuff, so I didn't film it. But anyway, I need to work. I haven't figured out exactly how to do the shadow box yet, but I need to at least go in there and try a few different things. If I get everything together, or whenever I do, I might make the first one without filming it and show it. I'm not for sure because I don't really know what I'm doing that good, so I don't know if it'd be worth filming the first time. But I need to do that. I just hadn't had time lately, any extra time to go in there and do things. I need to finish cleaning the room, but that's going to take a long time because I don't know where to put everything that's in there. I've thrown a lot of things away that just were junk. I might be able to do. I may either do take a look at Chef Mike's Homemade Cooking Club, or chatting with my tablet. I haven't decided yet. I don't think I've done the homemade cooking club one in a while. And speaking of cooking, if you haven't seen it yet, I did a Cook with Chef Mike video last night, my second recent one in over a year. The chili one's going over good, but if you haven't seen the one with the pork chops, if you haven't seen it, check it out. They turned out fantastic. They're just really, really good. And as a matter of fact, today's thumbnail is dinner last night with the pork chops I made, and that's Bob Evans mashed potatoes, and they're really, really good. And hi, kitty. It was just all good, and the salad last night. So yeah, check out that video. If I get plenty of views on them, that makes me even want to do more of them and stuff. And I got some good ideas. Hi, you gonna jump up here or something? Say, why don't you come over here? Come on, you can come over here. Come on. You gonna come up here? Here she goes. Come on. Oh, something distract her. Come on. Come on. Come on. You don't just look at me? She'll wait till I look away, watch. She'll be over here in a minute. Well, I knew it. Over here where you got some space. Move over there where you got some space. Hey, you're going to have to move your tail. No, and you can't play with my glasses, not these. You got your own pair down there underneath the table. Okay, no, you can't, no, you're not going to play with my glasses. I'll have to put it in my pocket or something. There. Yeah, and today is question. I haven't asked one about COVID in a while, so I thought I would. What do you miss the most that you did before COVID-19? What's the thing you miss the most? You know, that you can't do the same way, you know, now. So that's today's question. And today's story time is kind of a part two, basically, of yesterday. I got talking about at Memaw's and in the basement and stuff, and how she would fix breakfast in the basement. But somebody mentioned in the comments that he was a lot like that too, and he remembered the meals and stuff like that. Well, that made me think about the meals at Memaw's. And breakfast, like I tell you, and one thing I got to add is, like breakfast, everything was, you know, lots of it and big, you know, like a feast. She would have like anything you wanted, basically. I mean, you'd have cereal, oatmeal, cream of wheat, toast, eggs, bacon, sausage, potatoes and onions. She'd have tomatoes, sliced tomatoes, you know. And this was in Asheville, North Carolina. That's where I was born. But always have sliced tomatoes and stuff with everything. And biscuits, of course, you know, homemade biscuits. And I just, you know, I've always been a big breakfast eater, so I would really belly up to the bar, basically, for that one. And hold on just a minute. Okay. And yeah, I mean, breakfast, I just love breakfast, so I loved all the things that she would have. Also, like for dinner, oh Lord, that was something else. I don't have, I got these glasses. These are a little strong. These here are. I like them, but they're just too strong to wear for very long, you know. If I wear them too long, it makes my head hurt a little bit. I forgot to bring my others in here. See, these are totally different. Like she would have fried chicken, and they fried a lot of stuff back then. Not so much anymore these days, people don't, but awesome fried chicken. She would, you know, can her own pickles, so she would have dill pickles and sweet pickles. Oh, I remember the sweet pickles are so good. Have green beans with potatoes, deviled eggs. Also, she'd have mashed potatoes and gravy. You know, corn on the cob. They grew corn back in the day when everybody was there, when Granddaddy was alive and stuff. Homemade applesauce, rolls and or biscuits. Sometimes ham also. Or they'd have a roast, like a, you know, a big old roast. Also, you'd have cakes and pies and cookies and all that stuff. It was like a cafeteria, if you go like what? I can't eat all this, But I remember just eating, I'd have to get me some of just about everything, a little bit of everything. I remember my uncle, the one I was talking about yesterday, we played ping pong with. He could eat, I'm sure he probably still can. He could eat like bottomless pit, and he was just thin as a rail. I mean, he never, I think he's still thin to this day, but he could eat. He could put it away. He'd get him one plate, and then I'd say, you don't have any of this or that? And he'd be like, well, I haven't got around to it yet. That'd be like on the second plate, So I could fill one plate, but I usually couldn't. If I wanted anything for dessert, I couldn't eat 2 plates of stuff and then get dessert too. So I made sure I saved a little room for dessert. But boy, I tell you what, that brings back a lot of good memories though. Everybody together, everything in there. That's what I miss, is family get-togethers. That's what I miss the most. But and the hugs that go with them, of course. But also I remember she, like it whenever we would leave, because we only lived there till I was very young. I can't remember, maybe 2 or 3 when we moved. And but we would come back for holidays and certain different times, And but every time that we left, Memaw always got a paper bag, like a lunch bag, and she would put all kinds of little things in it. But back then, the only little Debbie cakes that she had, I don't know if they even made many others at that time, but she had oatmeal cakes and the raisin cakes. And I used to call those raisin cakes like old lady cakes or something like that, because I didn't really like them. I'd pick off the raisins and stuff, but they're not too bad these days. But I remember she put them in it, and she'd put like maybe a little bag of raisins or something, cookies, if she made any cookies or if she had any other cookies, gum, stuff like mints, maybe some hard candy, like Hershey's Kisses or stuff like that for on the road. And I would always be ready. I mean, I wouldn't say anything because I knew she would do it, and I would see her sneaking around in the cabinets. She'd have that bag up in there. She was putting stuff in it, and she didn't want me to see it, but I'd done seen her, doing that. But I knew she would be giving it to me, so I'd kind of hang around and just, act like I didn't know what was going on, and then I'd be real surprised when I got it. So I'll tell you, I miss her. She lived to be, I think it was 95, and I was delivering for the company I've talked about when I delivered food. I was delivering up in the area where her nursing home was, and just God really worked this out, for me, because she was going, and I got to visit with her. I parked my truck at this restaurant. They let me leave it there, and they kept an eye on it because I had to leave it running. And one of my relatives picked me up, and we went over there, and I got to visit with her some, and she recognized me. She said I was her first grandson. That's what she used to always say I was, and she got to talk to her and stuff, and then she didn't last but a couple days after that. So that was a real blessing for me to be able to see her before she went. But I'll tell you, it's a lot of memories there, and they're all good with Memaw. I'll tell you what, she always took up for me, if I get into trouble and stuff. But that's today's story time, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm trying to think of what I'll... Since the power was out and stuff, we changed Logan's appointment. It was just a checkup on his blood pressure medicine, but we've got a blood pressure monitor that I have been using. And by the way, mine is it's come down probably. When I was checking it before he put me on this medicine, it would average of like, oh gosh, 150/90, let's say. And that's not good. And now I would say it's come down to anywhere from 130 to 140. And the worst I think's been 85. Usually it's down closer to 80, 82, 80. That's about where it's supposed to be. But I could stand for that top one to be lower too. He said he wanted it always to be below 140. You know, ideally, I guess around 120/80 is what they really look for. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for today's morning coffee break, everybody. I'm glad our power's back on. So, everybody, please press that like button. I appreciate that so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. I'll see you doing something later on, I promise. Bye, everybody. God bless.